Mingalaba Dhamma class. My name is Thazancho, and my Buddhist name is Janabali, which means power of concentration. Today, I will be your presenter for part 1 of this Dhamma class. Today's Dhamma class is on Sunday, October 12th, 2025. We meet every Sunday at 4 o'clock p.m. Arizona and Pacific Time. Anyone interested in Buddhist teachings is welcome to join us on Zoom. Use the ID 413-460-4622 and the password Buddha20, all lowercase. Remember, the Zoom ID and password will stay the same every week. First, 3 individuals will chant the Buddha Gamana Gata, Diwa Dapati Gata, and Yojino Gata. These chants will then be followed by Part 1A, Offerings, taking the Dhisarana and Precepts, the Metta chant and Meditation, Part 1B, Adhitthana, Determination, Mindfulness on Death, Wishing, and Sharing. Part 2, Parita chanting, discussions, questions and answers, translation from the prayer book, and some kids reciting Bali prayers from the book. Today's substitute will be Hina Aung, so Hina Aung, please have your prayer books and the correct pages ready and close by. Before we begin, here are some important rules and regulations. If you're reading a substitution or participating in Part 1A, please try to join the Zoom meeting at least 5 minutes early. Please do not eat or drink during the prayer time, as it is very disrespectful. If you're hungry, make sure to eat before joining the meeting next time. Sit up straight and center yourself in front of your camera. Keep your camera on at all times or you may be removed from the meeting. If you're not a part of the Dhamma class, you're free to turn off your camera. Please don't fidget or play around, as it can disturb others who are praying. The prayer session is only 15 minutes, so please be mindful and respectful. For those chanting, please chant clearly and slowly so that others can follow along. We would greatly appreciate it if everyone stays respectfully until the end of the meeting. Now, please put your hands together. We'll begin with Buddha Gamana Gata. We believe you'll do great.
Buddha Gamana Gata Engi Vasasa Unaya Datahi Setaram Sio Wajiwara Vivojanti Jinometa Dusi Sake Nilaya Nilatanama Pito Dada Cha Lohita Dhamma Cha Manjita Nikamim Supapa Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. One time. Diwa Dapati Kata Diwa Dapati Adijo Ratima Badi Jandima Sanado Katiyo Dapati Jayi Dapati Brahmano Atha Sapa Mohoratim Buddho Dapati Tejasa Dadisam Tejasampanam Buddham Vandami Sadaram Edena Sacha Vajana Suti Meho Tu Sabada Suti Teho Tu Sabada Bhamutan Yojeno Gata Yojeno Aneka Jatiyam Sabutadawa Mangajividampi Buddhi Bemato Alagamanaso Adasyewa Adigasa Tato Bawam Apuri Sila Bawamatikampi Dasa Nidiyo Bayadamagadam Damekadibagam Namami. By one time.
Kana sarapa ditena dipena tamatam sina diloka dipam sambodam pujayami tamunutam wanaganta gunopetam etam kusuma sandatem pujayami munendasa siripata saroru.
Adiwase tu no bende paniam breka bedam anokambam upadaya vetigana tu otomam. Adiwase tu no bende bojanam breka bedam anokambam upadaya Betigana Duotamam Bawantine.
Ogata, 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 Gayagan, Wasigan, Manogan, Tapadoda, Katedo, Abitodo, Yabasichin, Ajuna, Patama, Jutia, Tatia, Najay, Najay, Donjay Mia, Pia Yadana, Taya Yadana, Tanya Yadana. ယတနာမြတ်သုံးပါးတို့ကိုအယုအသိအလေးအမြတ်လက်ဆောင်မိုး၍ချစ်ခိုးပူဇော်ဖူးညောမန်လျှော့အတော်ပါ၏ရှင်ဖျားတော်ရသောအကျိုးအားကြောင့်အပယ်လေးပါခတ်သုံးပါရပ်ပစ်ရှိပါယန္တမျိုးနာပါဝိပါလိတရားလေးပါယတနာတရားညာပါတို့မှခါခတ်သိပြည့်စုံနေသည့်ဖြစ်၍ မတ်တရားဘုရားနိဗ္ဗာန်တရားတော်မြတ်ကိုရပါလို့၏ရှင်ဖျားဘာဝန်တိုင်း Aham bante tisarnena saha nanga sampanagatam uposata silam dhammam yachami anugaham katva silam jetame bante Dutiyampi aham bante tisarnena saha nanga sampanagatam uposata silam dhammam yachami Anugaham katva silam jetame bante Tatiyampi aham bante tisarnena saha navanga sampanagatam uposata silam dhammam yachami Anugaham katva silam jetame bante ama bante Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa Buddham saranam gacchami Dhammam saranam gacchami Sangham saranam gacchami Dutiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami Dutiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami Dutiyampi Sangham saranam gacchami Tatiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami Tatiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami Tatiyampi Sangham saranam gacchami Amapante Panatipata Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Adinadana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Abramacharya Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Musawada Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Surameraya Majapamadatthana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Vikala Bhojana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Nachagita Wadita Visukha Dasana Malaganda Vilebana Dharana Madana Vibhusana Thana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Uchasayana Mahasayana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Meda Sahagatena Jedasa Sabapana Bhutesu Paritva Viharanam Samadhiyami Amabante Bow one time.
Juju, it is your turn. Hing-Leong, could you please substitute for Juju on Part 1, 9 Virtues of the Buddha, Prayer Book, page 12?
Itipiso Bhagawa Araham Sama Sambuddho Vijacharana Sampanno Sugato Lokavidu Anuttaro Purisa Dhamma Sarati Sata Dewa Manusanam Buddho Bhagawa Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Sanditiko Akaliko Ehipasiko Opaniko Pachatam Veditapo Vinyuhi.
Hing-Leong, could you substitute for Nyambonten as well, because he is not here today?
I did Nimble it.
Fendi, you may take your turn then.
Supatipano Bhagavato Savakasango Uchupatipano Bhagavato Savakasango Nyayapatipano Bhagavato Savakasango Samijipatipano Bhagavato Savakasango Yaditam Jatari Purisa Yugani Atta Purisa Bugala Esa Bhagavato Savakasango Ahuneyo Bahuneyo Dekineyo Anjalikaraniyo Interam Punyagatam Lokasa Dhamata.
Aham awero homi, abhyapajo homi, anigo homi, sukhiyatanam pariharami, mama mata pitu, acharyacha, nyatimitacha, sabrahmacharinocha, awera hontu, abhyapaja hontu, aniga hontu, Sukhiyatanam pariharantu. Amaskam araka dewata. Imasamem awase. Imasamem aramem. Araka dewata. Awera hontu. Abhyapaja hontu. Anika hontu. Sukhiyatanam pariharantu. Sabe Sata, Sabe Bana, Sabe Buddha, Sabe Bugala, Sabe Atabawa Variabana, Saba Itio, Sabe Purisa, Sabe Arya, Sabe Anarya, Sabe Dewa, Sabe Manusa, Sabe Vanipatika, Avira Hantyo, Abhya Baja Hantyo, Aniga Hantyo, Suki Adana Variharantyo, Duka Mujantyo, Yada Lada Sampadido, Mavigachantyo, Kamasaka.
Pratimaya Tisaya Dakinaya Tisaya Patimaya Tisaya Udaraya Tisaya Pratimaya Anudisaya Dakinaya Anudisaya Patimaya Anudisaya Udaraya Anudisaya Hetimaya Tisaya Parimaya Tisaya Sabe Sata Sabe Bana Sabe Buddha sabe pugala, sabe apawa pariyapa, vana, sava itio, sabe purisa, sabe arya, sabe anariya, sabe deva, sabe manusa, sabe vinipatika. Avera hontu, abhyapacha hontu, anika hontu, sukyata nambarihantu, dukkha muchantu, yata lata sampatiyo, mavikachantu kamasaka.
Udam yawa roakaja, adoyawa awejito, samanta chakawalesu, yesata batavichara, abhyapacha niwiraja, nidukacha nubatawa. Udam yawa roakaja, adoyawa awejito, samanta chakawalesu, yesata udakechara, abhyapacha niwiracha, nidukacha nubatawa. Buddhanyawa Boagacha Doyawa Awejito Samanta Chakawalesu Yesata Akasejara Abhyapacha Niweracha Nidukacha Nubatawa.
Now we will learn how to meditate by Chloe, May Thun, Valerie, Sumyape, and Swizden.
What is meditation? Meditation is a way to keep the mind cool and calm by concentrating on one object. There are many ways to meditate. In our Dhamma class, primarily we study Anapanasati and body scanning meditation. In Anapanasati, a natural focus is your own breath, which is always with you. If you simply keep feeling the breath as it comes in and as it goes out, the mind gets quieter and more peaceful. In body scanning meditation, you scan your whole body from head to toe, from the front and the back. The only trouble is, something will always take your attention away. Maybe a noise or a pain in the knee, but often your own mind is the problem. It is so full of useless stuff. Like a monkey jumping here and there, it is so hard to control. To become the master of your mind, you need some lessons, enough time, and a good place to learn how to practice. With enough practice, meditation helps to replace bad thoughts and feelings with happy ones.
Why do we meditate? By learning how to control the mind, we start to get rid of negative habits and develop good mental qualities instead. If your mind is cool, you make good decisions, you don't get confused, you make less mistakes, you don't get angry or feel afraid, and you become more confident. If your mind is calm, you become peaceful and happy, you're less worried and frustrated, you don't get stressed about work or exams, you develop compassion and kindness, and you have more harmonious relationships. If your mind is concentrated, you get less distracted by useless things, you find it easier to focus and learn, you perform better in sports and games, and you make better music and art, and you'll be more trustworthy.
What is different between samatha and vipassana meditation? Samatha meditation and vipassana meditation are two different types of meditation. Samatha aims at achieving deep concentration, while vipassana aims at understanding both the body and mind. In samatha meditation, the focus is solely on one object to attain deep concentration, such as by fixing the mind on a single point. In contrast, vipassana meditation involves observing various mental and physical processes as they occur. During samatha meditation, when the mind wanders, we bring it back to the chosen object. However, in vipassana meditation, when the mind wanders, we observe it without trying to control it. Only when the distraction fades, we return our focus to the primary object. These differences in focus and approach distinguish the two types of meditation.
We are going to practice guided muscle relaxation meditation. Before we begin, please straighten your body, center yourself in the middle of your camera. Put your hands together with the right on top of your left, with your thumbs connected, and place them in your lap. Then close your eyes. Step 1. When I say a group of muscles, focus on the group of muscles you hear and feel the tenseness in them. Step 2. Mentally relax those group of muscles. Step 3. Feel those muscles completely relaxed. Let's start. Your scalp muscles, all the muscles on your head are relaxed. Your forehead and eyebrows are relaxed. Your eyes, ears, nose, lips, and chin are relaxed. Your neck and shoulders are relaxed. Your arms, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers are relaxed. Your chest and upper back are relaxed. Your abdomen and lower back are relaxed. Your hips and thighs are relaxed. Your knees and legs are relaxed. Ankles, feet, and toes are relaxed. Now your whole body from head to toe fully relaxed.
Now we are going to advance to body scanning meditation. Imagine you are holding a scanner in your hand. You're going to scan your whole body from head to toe and from the front and the back. Begin at the top of your head and slowly let your attention move down through your body little by little. Imagine a warm energy flowing gently inside you. If you find a place that feels stuck, pause there, take a calm breath, and picture it relaxing. Once it feels open, keep moving down all the way to the tip of your toes. Let's begin by scanning the front of your body. Start at the top of your head and move slowly downward. The top of your head, your forehead and face, the front of your neck, the front of your shoulders, your upper chest, your lower chest and abdomen, the front of your hips, the front of your thighs, the front of your knees, and the front of your legs. Now bring your attention to your back. Beginning at your heels, slowly scan upward. The back of your legs, the back of your knees, the back of your thighs, the back of your hips, your lower back, your upper back, the back of your shoulders, the back of your neck, the back of your head, and the top of your head. Now you have successfully finished one cycle of body scanning meditation. Now you are going to practice another cycle on your own. You can switch the order, either going down the front and up the back, or up the back and down the front. Once all the energy channels are open, your body will feel very light. It will feel as if you're riding on a calm ocean wave. We are now done meditating.
Duka pata jani duka, paya pata jani paya, soka pata jani soka, hantu sa baby bani no.
So nahi vere na verani samanti da kurachanam avere na cha samanti esa dhamma sarantano.
Tapa tapasa akana, kusavasa upasavada, jajita priyo dapana, eta purana sasana.
Maraname tuam, jiwitame aduam, idame punyam, nibbana sapajayo hotu, imam punya bhagam, sabasatanam bhajema, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. One time.
It is now part 2 in the Dhamma class, and again, please do not eat anything. However, drinking water is now fine. So we will be starting with program number 1, which is Chant of Metta Sutta by Sarah, Linlin, Matthew, A. Cindy, Halen, Maythune, Cynthia, Chloe, Noel Kamapali Piabla Amarinda, and then Mahajaya Mangala Gata by the Zinjo Valerie and Sumo.
Yasanubhavado yaka nevata senti pisanam yanhi chewa nuyon janto ratanti wa matandiro.
Sukham supati sudoja papam kanchina pasati ewa mati kunu betam paritam tam panamahe.
Dharaniya mata kusalena yata satam pada abhisamecha sako ujucha suhujucha suwacho chasamudu anatimani. Santu sakocha subarocha apakitocha salahukavuti santintriocha nipakocha apakabo kuleswa nanukito.
Nachaguda machare kinchi yena winyu pare upawadeyum sukino wa kemino hontu sabasata bontu sukitata.
Yekechi bana budati tasawata warawa nawasesa tiga wayewa mahanta majima rasaka anukatula.
Dita wam yewa adidam yewa dure wasanti awi dure Buddha wa samba wesi wa sabba sata bhavantu sukhi tata.
Chloe, it is your turn.
Naparo parang nikubeta nati manyeta katachi na kanchi pyara sana patika sanya nanya manyasa dukamicheya.
Mata yata niyam Buddha mayusa eka Buddha manuake ewan bisa Buddhasu manasam bhavaye abhimanam.
Mama Polly, it is your turn. Sheila O, could you please substitute for Kama Pali on Chant of Metta Sutta, verse 10?
Metanja sabalokasmi manasam bhavaye aprimanam udam adocha diriyanja asambadam awera masapatam.
Titam jaram nisino wa sayano yawata sa vidamido etam sadim atiteya brahma metam viharamita mahu.
Didinja anubhagama silawadasanena sampano gamesu vinayagidam nahi jatu gavaseya punareti medasutam nididam sadhu sadhu sadhu.
Mahajaya Mangala Gathas Bahum Sahasa Mabini Mita Sayudantam Giri Mekalam Udita Goram Sasenamaram Dana Didama Widina Jitawa Munindo Tam Te Jasa Pawatu Te Jaya Mangalani
Marati Reka Mapiyuchita Saparatem Goram Panalawaka Makamatadayakam Kanti Sudanta Widina Jitawa Munendo Tamde Jasa Pawatute Jaya Mangalani.
Nalagiri Gajawaram Ati Madapudam Dawagi Chaka Masaniwa Sudarunadam Medambu Seka Widina Jitawa Munindo Dam Te Jasa Pawatu Te Jaya Mangalani.
We are now moving on to program number 2, which is Basic Buddhism, first by Helen Aung Dezinjo and Su Al, then by Shinta and Noel, then by Victoria and Xingling, then by Bia Bola and Gina Bola, then by Hazel and Alexander, then by Chloe, Theresa, and Mason D, then by Swizan, Lilin, and Simia Pitt, and lastly by Jewel, Lyra, Amara, and Mate.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Hein Long, and my Buddhist name is Sukha Bala, which means power of happiness. So today I'll be talking about something with some Dhamma friends of mine. So Dezincho, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Minglaba Dhamma class. My name is Thazancho, and my Buddhist name is Janapali, which means power of concentration. So, Su-Ang, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Minglaba Dhamma class. My name is Su-Ong and my Buddhist name is Jagapali, which means protector of the Dhamma. So Hannah, can you please, what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about Anatta Pindika. So listen carefully because there are questions at the end. So Dezincho, could you please go first?
Anatta Pindika. Anatta Pindika was a rich merchant from Sarawati. His real name was Sudatta. He was famous for being very kind and generous. Because he always helped the poor, people called him Anatta Pindika, which means helper of the helpless.
One day, Sudatta traveled to Rajagaha for business and stayed at his brother-in-law's house. There he saw many preparations for a meal offering to the Buddha and his monks. Sudatta had never heard about the Buddha before. When he learned of him, he became very excited. He could not sleep that night and set out early to see the Buddha at Sitawana Grove.
On the way, he thought, if this is truly the Buddha, he will call me by my childhood name, Sudatta. The Buddha, knowing his thoughts, welcomed him, saying, "Come, Sudatta."
Hearing this, Sudatta's heart filled with joy. He asked, "Did the Blessed One sleep well?" The Buddha replied, "One who is free from greed and anger sleeps in peace."
After listening to the Buddha's teaching on the Four Noble Truths, Sudatta attained stream entry and became a true follower of the Dhamma. Now that is all, and thank you for listening. So, Dasinjo, can you please answer the first question?
My first question is for Think Thing, which is, who was Anatta Pindika?
A kind and rich merchant.
That is correct. So, Suong, could you please ask the next question?
Maythun, what does Anathapindika mean?
Helper of the helpless.
That is correct. Hannah, can you please ask the next question?
The next question is for Daintain, and it is, How did Sudatta know the Buddha knew him?
The Buddha called him by his real name.
That is correct. So, Devincha, could you please ask the last question?
My last question is for Maythun, which is, who is able to sleep in peace?
Someone who is free from greed and anger.
That is correct. That is all, and thank you for listening.
It is now Shinta and Noel's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Shintan. My Buddhist name is Mukabali, which means freedom keeper. So today my friend Noel will be joining me, so please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Noah and my name is Rapala, which means proud personality. So Shintan, what are we talking about today?
We will be talking about the Sangha, so please listen carefully because we have questions at the end. What is Sangha? Sangha in Tisarana refers to the community of people who follow the teachings of the Buddha. This community includes monks and nuns who practice Buddhism together.
The Sangha helps lay people learn about the Dhamma and supports one another in their spiritual journeys. By being part of the Sangha, they can share their experiences, ask questions, and grow in their understanding of Buddhist teachings.
The Sangha is important because it creates a sense of belonging and friendship. Together, they practice meditation, attend teachings, and help those in need.
Being part of the Sangha encourages kindness, compassion, and cooperation, which helps everyone grow and become better people.
So now I'll be asking questions. So, Benji, what is Sangha?
Sangha is a community of people like monks and nuns. We follow the teachings of the Buddha.
That's correct. Noah, what is your question?
My question to William is, what does the Sangha do?
The Sangha helps people learn about Dhamma and support each other on their spiritual journeys.
Yes, that's correct. Shinta, please ask your next question.
My question is to Benji. Why is being part of the Sangha important?
It gives a sense of friendship and it helps us practice kindness and meditation.
That is correct. And Noel, what is your last question?
My last question to William is, how does the Sangha help people?
The Sangha encourages kindness, compassion, and cooperation, helping everyone become better.
Yes, that's correct, and that is all. Thank you for listening.
It is now Victoria and Xinglang's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Victoria, and my Buddhist name is Uju Bali, which means honest keeper. So my dear Dhamma friend Xinglang will be joining me. So Xinglang, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Mingalava. My name is Shinki and my Buddhist name is Vera Bali, which means grave keeper. I live in Colorado. So Victoria, what will we be talking about today?
Today we will be talking about Nibbana. So before I start, everyone please listen carefully because we will be asking questions at the end. What is Nibbana? Nibbana is a state beyond the ordinary world, free from the cycle of birth and death. It's a departure from craving which binds beings to suffering. The word Nibbana means to be blown out, like extinguishing the fires of greed, hatred, and delusion.
Nibbana is reached through understanding the Four Noble Paths and exists as two main types.
With residue, this is when a person attains Nibbana in life, free from defilements, but still has a body and mind until they pass away.
Without residue, this happens at death. Here, the person is fully freed from the cycle of rebirth, which means no remaining ties to life, reaching complete liberation. We will now be asking questions, so Victoria, please ask your first question.
My first question is to Shinki, and it is, what is Nibbana?
Nibbana is a peaceful state free from the cycle of birth and death and from cravings that cause suffering.
That is correct. Thank you. Xinglang, can you please ask your question?
So my next question is to Kixing. So Kixing, what does the word Nibbana mean?
Nibbana means to be blown out, like putting out the fires of greed, hatred, and confusion.
That is correct. So Victoria, please ask your next question.
My last question is to Shinki. How do you reach Nibbana?
You reach Nibbana by understanding and following the Four Noble Paths.
That is correct, thank you. Xinglan, can you please ask the last question?
So the last question is Qixing. So Qixing, what are the two types of Nibbana?
One is with residue, where you're free from defilement, but still alive. The other is without residue, when you're fully freed after death.
That is correct. That is all. Thank you for listening.
It is now Bia Bala and Gina Bala's turn.
Hi Dhamma class, my name is Kevin Hong and my Buddhist name is Biopla, which means power of love. Today I'll be sharing something to the Dhamma class with my dear brother Gina Bla. So Gina Bla, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Ren Hong and my Buddhist name is Gina Bala, which means power of winning. So Biopla, what will we be talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about Maga.
Hey everyone, please listen because we will be asking questions in the end.
What is Maga the path? Maga, a Bali word meaning the path, Magdaya in Burmese refers to special types of understanding that help people escape the cycle of birth and death, samsara, to reach nibbana, the end of suffering. There are 4 stages of enlightenment: steam entry, once returning, non-returning, and arahantship.
Each stage has 2 kinds of awareness: path consciousness and fruition consciousness. Path consciousness helps remove bad habits, while fruition consciousness helps us experience freedom from those habits. Path consciousness happens only once, but fruition consciousness can occur many times when the person meditates deeply.
Meditation is the key to following this path, helping the mind focus and calm down to reach nibbana. So now we'll be asking questions. So Gina Block, can you please ask the first question?
Miat Noi. What is Maga, the path?
Maga is a special path that helps people and suffering and rich people called Nibbana.
That is correct. So Biola, can you please ask the next question?
Weian, what are the stages of Maga?
The stages are straight interior, front returning, non-returning, and arahantship.
That is correct. So Gina Block, can you please ask your next question?
Miat Noi. What is path consciousness?
Path consciousness helps remove bad habits and start the journey to peace.
That is correct. So Biola, can you please ask the last question?
Weian, how do we follow the path?
Meditation helps us forget and calm our mind to reach Nibbana.
That is correct, and that is on. Thank you for listening.
It is now Hazel and Alexander's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Hazel, and my Buddhist name is Rupa Bali, which means beauty keeper. Today I'll be talking about something with my dear Dhamma friend Alexander. So, Alexander, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Alexander. My Buddhist name is Ujjwala, which means Parvati. So, Hazel, what will we be talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about Pala, the fruition. Everyone, please listen carefully because we'll be asking questions at the end. What is Pala, the fruition? Pala is a Pali word that means fruition. It refers to a special type of awareness or consciousness that happens right after reaching a significant spiritual milestone, called path consciousness. In Burmese, this state is called potia. It can happen several times during meditation.
There are 4 kinds of path consciousness, Magga, Jita, and each one has its own fruition consciousness. For example, when a meditator reaches the first path, called stream entry, the fruition consciousness, Bala Jita, comes right after it. It can also appear again whenever the person meditates deeply.
The same thing happens with the other 3 path consciousness. Each time a meditator reaches one of them, its corresponding fruition consciousness follows right after. We'll now be asking questions, so Alexander, please ask your first question.
My first question is to Niyata, and it is, what is Bala?
Bala means fruition, a special awareness that happens after reaching a spiritual goal.
That is correct. So Hazel, please ask your first question.
My first question is to Alan Tay. And when does Bala happen?
Pala happens after reaching a path milestone during meditation.
That is correct. Alexander, please ask your next question.
My last question is to Ninyatha, and is how many kinds of path consciousness are there?
There are 4 kinds of path consciousness, and each has its own fruition.
That's correct. So Hazel, please ask the last question.
My last question is to Alan Tay again. And can Pala happen more than once?
Yes, Pala can happen many times during deep meditations.
That is correct. That's all. Thank you for listening.
It is now Chloe, Theory-san, and May Cindy's turn.
Hello, Minglaba. My name is Chloe Cheng, and my Buddhist name is Deiti Bali, which means Keeper of Wisdom. I live in Tina House, California. So my 2 dear Dhamma friends will be joining me today. So Theory-san, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Minglaba Dhamma class. My name is Theory-san, and my Buddhist name is Bali, which means People of the Truth, and I live in Ottawa, Canada. So, Miss Cindy, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Mangalaba. My name is May Cindy. My Buddha name is Loka Bali, which means guardian of the world. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. So, Chloe, what will we be talking about today?
Talking about Niwarana hindrances. So Theory-san, could you please go first?
What is Nivarana hindrances? Everybody, please listen carefully as we'll be asking questions later on. What is Nivarana hindrances? Nivarana means obstacles that block one's path to freedom and happiness. There are 5 main hindrances.
Number 1, Kama Janda, sensual desires, attachment to pleasing things like sights, sounds, and tastes. This is overcome by focusing the mind and reducing attachment. Number 2, Vyabhada, ill will, feelings of anger or hatred. This is overcome with loving kindness and thoughts of goodwill.
Number 3, Dinamita, sloth and torpor, a lazy or dull state of mind. It is overcome by effort, changing postures, and staying alert. Number 4, Udaja, Kukuja, restlessness and worry, feeling unsettled or anxious. It is overcome by calmness and learning to let it go.
Number 5, Vichikicha, doubt, uncertainty or indecision. It is overcome by understanding the teachings and asking questions to clear confusion.
By overcoming these hindrances, one can make progress toward inner peace and wisdom. We will now be asking questions, so Chloe, please ask your first question.
So my first question is to Lasanda, and it is, by overcoming these 5 hindrances, what is one progress we can make?
Inner peace and wisdom.
That is correct. So, Theory-san, please ask your next question.
My question is to Julia, and how many main hindrances are there?
5.
That is correct. So, Miss Cindy, could you please ask your next question?
So my next question is to Lasandar. Again, to Lasandar, feelings of anger or hatred overcome? They're overcome with loving kindness and thoughts of goodwill. Yes, that is correct. So Theory-san, please ask your last question.
My last question is to Julia, and what type of feeling is Byabada?
Anger and hatred.
That is correct. So now we are at the end of the lesson, so thank you for watching and listening.
Thank you for watching and listening.
It is now Suizan, Lilin, and Simyape's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Suizan, and my Buddhist name is Wansa Bali, which means Keeper of Relatives. Joining me today is my dear sister Linlin and my dear Dhamma friend Sumia Pe. So Linlin, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Linlin, and my Buddhist name is Manopali, which means keeper of minds. So, Sumya, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Sumya Pei. My Buddhist name is Hita Bali, which means regarder of mind. So, Suizan, what will we be talking about today?
We will be talking about taking refuge in the Sangha. Taking refuge in the Sangha is a beautiful and important practice in Buddhism. Imagine you are on a journey and you need some good friends to help and support you along the way. That's what the Sangha is like.
The Sangha is a special group of monks who follow the teachings of the Buddha and try to live a good and peaceful life. They're like a big family of Buddhists who learn on their spiritual path. Here are 3 simple reasons why we take refuge in the Sangha.
1. When we take refuge in the Sangha, we find friends who have similar goals and values as ours. They encourage us to be kind, patient, and wise. Just like good friends at school or home, the Sangha supports us when we face difficulties and cheers for us when we do well.
2. The Sangha is like a school where we learn more about Buddhism and how to be better people. We listen to the wise teachings of the Buddha and we also learn the experiences of the Sangha. Together we grow and become better versions of ourselves.
3. In the Sangha, we practice being good, being calm, and being wise, or Banya. If someone feels sad or needs help, the Sangha is there to listen and give spiritual support. We take care of each other.
So just like how we rely on friends and family when we need help, we take refuge in the Sangha to find support, learn and grow, and to be part of a caring community that guides us on our journey towards peace and happiness. So now we'll be asking questions. So Lillian, please ask the first question.
My question to Tenzin is, who is the Sangha?
A group of monks teaching and living peacefully.
That is correct. So Susan, can you please ask your question?
My question is to Sarah, and it is, why do we take refuge in the Sangha?
To find good friends who help us on the path.
That is correct. So Sumya Pe, can you please ask your question?
My question is to Tenzin, and it is, what do we learn from the Sangha?
Kindness, patience, and the Buddha's teachings.
That is correct. Thank you. So Lillian, please ask the last question.
My last question is to Sarah, and it is, how does the Sangha help us?
They support us, teach us, and care for us.
That is correct. That is all, and thank you for listening.
It is now Jewel, Lyra, Emra, and Mathane's turn.
Hello, Mangalapa. My name is Jewel, and my Buddhist name is Inda Bali, which means keeper of energy. I live in Virginia, and today my sister and my 2 dear Dhamma friends will be joining me. So, Lyra, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Mangalapa. My name is Lyra, and my Buddhist name is Sika Bali, which means keeper of morality. I live in Virginia, so Emra, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Mangalapa. My name is Amara, and my Buddhist name is Amata Bali, which means keeper of deathlessness, and I live in Texas. Mathane, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Mangalapa. My name is Martin. My Buddhist name is Hita Bali, which means good keeper, and I live in Texas. So, Drew, what are we going to talk about today?
Today we're going to be talking about why we take refuge in the Dhamma. Everybody please listen carefully, because we will be asking questions in the end. Why do we take refuge in the Dhamma? Life is like a big adventure with happy times and hard times. When we feel confused or sad, we need something to help us.
The Dhamma is like a compass. It shows us the right way. It teaches us to be honest, patient, and caring.
Taking refuge in the Dhamma means we follow these wise teachings. It's like having a special shield that helps us make good choices. When we follow the Dhamma, we feel calm, strong, and happy inside.
The Dhamma is like a good friend and teacher who always helps us. It guides us to live a peaceful and meaningful life.
So now we will be asking questions. Rebecca, what is the Dhamma?
The Dhamma is the Buddha's wise teachings that help us live kindly and wisely.
That is correct.
Cynthia, why do we take refuge in the Dhamma?
Because it shows us the right way, like a compass.
That's correct.
Rebecca, how does the Dhamma help us?
It helps us make good choices and feel calm and strong inside.
That's correct. Cynthia, what happens when we follow the Dhamma?
We live a peaceful and happy life.
That is correct. So that is all, and thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
We're now moving on to program number 3, which is choose the correct one out of the given answers by human.
Hi, my name is Hank. My Buddhist name is Sutta Bala, which means the power of knowledge. Today, I'll be joined by my twin sister. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Hema, and my Buddhist name is Hema Bali, which means peacekeeper.
Today, we'll be asking questions to individuals Alexander, Naieta, William, Benji, Sandy, Lasanda, Kamapali, June, Nyetno, Olinte, Weiyan, Julia, Juju, Amia, Nicole, and Snowy. To start off, Alexander, what is the Dhamma?
Next.
Oh, well, the correct answer is the Dhamma is the Buddha's wise teachings that live kindly and wisely. Then, what is Magga, the path?
Manga is a special path that helps people end suffering and reach Nibbana.
That is correct. William, what are the stages of Magga?
The stages are stream entry, once returning, non-returning, and arahantship.
That is correct. Benji, when does Bala begin?
Bala begins after reaching a path milestone during meditation.
That is correct. Sandy, who is able to sleep in peace?
Someone who is free from greed and anger.
That is correct. Lasanda, why do we take refuge in the Dhamma?
Because it shows us the way like a compass.
That is correct. Kamapali, what happens when we follow the Dhamma?
We live a peaceful and happy life.
That is correct. June, who is the Sangha?
Absent.
Well, the correct answer is a group of monks teaching and living peacefully.
Mienno, why do we take refuge in the Sangha?
To find good friends who help us on the path.
That's correct. Olingte, how many kinds of path consciousness are there?
There are 4, and each has its own fusions.
That is correct. Weiyan, what is the Dhamma?
The Dhamma is the Buddha wise teaching to help us live kindly and wisely.
That is correct. Julia, what is Magga, the path?
Magga is the special path that helps people end suffering and reach Nibbana.
That is correct. Juju, what are the stages of Magga?
The stages are stream entry, once returning, now returning, and arahantship.
That is correct. Anya, when does Bala happen?
Absent.
Well, the correct answer is Bala happens after reaching a path milestone during meditation. Nicole, who is able to sleep in peace?
Someone who is free from greed and anger.
That is correct. Snowy, why do we take refuge in the Dhamma?
Because it shows us the right way like
a compass?
That is correct. Thank you for listening. We are now moving on to program number 4, which is Answer the Questions 1 by Rebecca and Cynthia.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Rebecca, and my Buddhist name is Metta Bali, which means keeper of loving kindness. For today's program, my sister Cynthia will be joining me. So can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Cynthia, and my Buddhist name is Magga Bali, which means keeper of the middle path. The individuals we'll be asking today are Sarah, Midome, Dane, May, Cindy, Alexander, Valerie, Hazel, Jewel, Chloe, Kama, Bali, and Hema.
Sarah, please recite the second Padama Buddha Vachana.
Gahakaraka ditosi punageham nakahasi sabate pasugabaga gahakutam visankaram.
That is correct, thank you. Maydon, please recite the third Vachasa Udana.
Yada hawe patu bawanti dhamma ada binar jayato brahmanasa vidu payam titati marasenam surya wa obasaya mantalikam.
That is correct, thank you. Matain, please recite the first Manasa Udana.
Aneka jati gatha, aneka jati samsaram, sandavisam, anipisam, gahakaram, gawe sandu, dukha jati punam.
That is correct, thank you. May Cindy, please list the two types of Udana.
Number 1, Manasa Udana, a mental utterance or thought. Number 2, Vajasa Udana, a verbal utterance or spoken words.
That is correct, thank you. Alexander, please list the 5 aggregates.
Number 1,
Do you want me to come back to you after?
yes, please.
Okay. Valerie, please list the 5 Nikayas.
Number 1, Diga. Number 2, Majjhima. Number 3, Samyutta. Number 4, Anguttara. And number 5, Guddaka.
That is correct, thank you. Alexander, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, please go ahead.
Number 1, Rupa, matter. Number 2, Vedana, feeling. Number 3, Sanya, perception. Number 4, Sankara, mental formations. And number 5, Vijnana, consciousness.
That is correct, thank you.
Hazel, please recite the second Padama Buddha Vachana.
Gahakaraka ditosi punageham nakahasi sabate pasugabaga gahakutam visankatam.
That is correct, thank you. Jewel, please recite the third Vachasa Udana.
Can you come back to me?
Okay. Chloe, please recite the first Manasa Udana.
Jati gatha, aneka jati samsaram, sandavisam, anipisam, kahakaram, kawe santo, dukha jati punam.
That's correct, thank you. Kama Bali, please list the 2 types of Udana.
1, Manasa Udana, words spoken silently in the mind. 2, Vajasa Udana, words spoken out loud.
That's correct, thank you. Ima, please list the 5 aggregates.
Next.
Jewel, are you ready?
Yeah. Yada hawe patu bomanti dhamma ata bino jayato brahmanasa vidupayam titati marasanam suryowa obasaya mantalikam.
That's correct, thank you.
That is all for our program. Thank you for listening and participating.
We're now moving on to program number 5, which is Answer the Questions 2 by this intro.
Hello, Mingla Dhamma class. My name is Dhamma and my Buddhist name is Janapalli, which means power of concentration. Today I'll be asking a few questions to the individuals Linthe, Snowy, Sandy, Shinlang, Thang, Thirisan, Lyra, and Nicole. So everyone please be ready and prepared. Linthe, how do you chant metta meditation on yourself?
Ahem awera homi abhyapaja homi aniga homi suki atanam pariharami.
That is correct. Thank you. Snowy, how do you chant metta meditation on your parents?
Mama mata pitu avira hontu avya paja hontu anika hontu sugyatanam pariharantu.
That is correct. Thank you. Now, Cindy, how do you chant metta meditation on your relatives and friends?
Yati mitaja awera hontu apyapaja hontu aniga hontu sukhiyatanam pariharantu.
That is correct. Thank you. Shinlang, how do you chant metta meditation on your Dhamma class?
Brahmacharinocha avera hontu abhyapacha hontu anika hontu sukyatanam pariharantu.
That is correct. Thang, how do you chant? What is Buddhism? Please answer in Pali and English.
Sapa papa sa akanam, not to do any evil. Kusala sa upasapada, to practice good. Chachita priya dapana, to purify one mind. Vetam purana sasana. This is the teaching of Buddha.
That is correct. Thank you. Thirisan, how do you chant metta meditation on yourself?
Ahem avira homi abhyapajo homi anigo homi sukhiyatanam pariharami.
That is correct. Thank you. Lyra, how do you chant metta meditation on your parents?
Mama bata pitu awera hontu abhyapaja hontu aniga hontu sukhiyatanam pariharantu.
That is correct. Thank you. And Nicole, how do you chant metta meditation on your relatives and friends? Nicole, are you ready?
Sorry, I don't think, let me just check something really quick.
Would you like to try again next week instead?
Yes, please.
All right, we'll do that instead. That is all, and thank you for listening.
We are now at the end of the Dhamma class, so everyone please put your hands together and recite Buddha Sasanam Chiram Deitatu 3 times. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Deitatu, may the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Deitatu, may the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Deitatu, may the Buddha's teachings last long. Sadhu, sadhu, Sadhu. That is all, and thank you for coming.